Hi, besties. So today we'll be discussing Google Workspace. Now, what is Google Workspace? Google Workspace is simply defined as a suite of productivity and collaboration tools developed by Google. Google Workspace, formerly known as G Suite, was designed by Google for individuals, businesses, and organizations. That is to say, as a person, even if you don't own a business and you don't run an organization, you can have an account with Google. Now, what are the benefits of Google Workspace? Google Workspace offers various benefits like one, it offers real-time collaboration. Secondly, it offers secure cloud storage. Thirdly, it offers various administrative controls to streamline workflow. Also, Google Workspace enhances communication, it enhances file sharing and teamwork. It promotes teamwork. Now, there are lots of Google tools that are addressed or known as Google Workspace, as you can see. However, for the purpose of this journey, we'll be focusing on salient Google tools that you must know, and not just know about them, you must know how to use them to enhance productivity. Now, those tools are one, we have Gmail. Secondly, we have Google Calendar. Thirdly, we have Google Drive. Fourthly, we have Google Slides, we have Google Sheets, and also we have Google Forms. You must know how to use these tools in order to enhance productivity and ensure client satisfaction. Now, for today, we'll be discussing Gmail. Now, what is Gmail? Gmail is simply a free email service developed by Google for users to be able to send, receive, and manage their emails. It is a free email service developed by Google for users to be able to send, receive, and manage their emails. Now, Gmail offers a lot of benefits and it has a lot of features. Like one, it offers spam filtering, it offers video calls, and built-in chats. Now, Gmail integrates seamlessly with other Google tools. Now, which other Google tools does Gmail integrate seamlessly with? It integrates seamlessly with other Google tools like Google Calendar, Google Drive, Google Slides, Google Sheets, and Google Forms. Like it integrates with all the other tools. Now, for today, we'll be learning how to create a Google account. We'll be learning how to sign into our Google account. We'll be also learning about the various icons that you'll be seeing on your Google account, especially when you open your Gmail account. So work with me as we create our Google account. I'll be sharing my screen as usual for us to be able to learn effectively.
So guys, the first thing we would do is to create a Google account. This is for persons that do not have an account with Google. So we just click on our search bar here. We'll click on our search bar. Now click on create Google account. I already have my account on this device, as you can see right here. I already have my account. However, for persons that want to create their own account, you just have to click on create a Gmail account, or this one right here. So we'll click on create a Gmail account. Let's click on create an account. I have an account already, so the system has already detected I have an account. However, for persons that are new to the system, you can follow the prompt and create your own. I told us earlier that Google Workspace tools are numerous. Now, I'll create on this icon here, just beside my profile picture, to show us Google Workspace tools. Now, these are tools that make up Google Workspace. These are tools that make up Google Workspace. I told us that for the purpose of this journey, we'll be using Gmail, Google Drive, Google Calendar, Google Docs, Google Sheets. These are the main Google Workspace tools we'll be using. The next step is signing into our account. So we'll just quickly go back. And click on Google sign in. So you've created an account. The next step is how to sign in. So all you just have to do is click right here or click on sign in. So I'll click on sign in. This is my account. So for persons that will be creating their accounts, you can use this process. So all you just need to do is create a personal account for yourself. the next thing we'll be learning is how to navigate through Gmail icons. So we'll click here. This is Gmail here. We'll click on Gmail. So this is going to take us to my email. So this is what my email space looks like because this is on my phone. However, you can click on desktop sites. For persons that are using Android, you will see 3 dots that will be here. 3 dots that will be here. When you click on it, you click on desktop sites and it will look like you're using a system. For persons that are using an Apple device like myself, you click on this area here. You click it. Now, click on request desktop sites. Once you click on request desktop site, it automatically changes to desktop site. So, on my device, this is what my desktop site looks like. So the first thing we are going to learn right now is how to compose and send an email. How to compose and send an email. So you just have to click on this compose sign here. We'll click on compose. This compose here, we click on it. For us to be able to. Now, we've clicked on it. If you want something larger, let me still enlarge my screen. If you want something larger, you click on this arrow sign, this stuff that looks like a little arrow there. You click on it. We click on that little arrow there. We click on the little arrow there. Now it makes it a little bigger. If you want to send an email to someone, all you need to do is type in the person's email address there under 2. Here you see 2. So you just type in an email address there, someone's email address. Now, the subject is, why are you typing the message? Now, let's say you are making an application for the job of a virtual assistant. So all you just need to do is type in the email address, that's the recruiter's email address or the HR. And then on this subject, you just write application for the post of a virtual assistant. Just looking at that subject gives the person an insight on what your email is talking about. So I'm sending a message to my second email address, for example. Now this subject is the reason, the main purpose of sending the email. Let's say application. Let me just shorten it to job application. But for yours, just make it more better, job application. Now, the body of the email. I'm not trying to write the body of the email. The next thing we'll talk about is Smart Compose. There's something called Smart Compose on Gmail. Let's say attached to this application is my CV and cover letter. Now, Smart Compose is saying, has brought up the remaining part of the letter. Now, we could write cover page, we could write cover anything, but it's brought up cover letter. So it's now telling us to complete the letter just there. So I'll complete it. Now, in case you don't need Smart Compose, all you just need to do is go to your settings. All you need to do is this. Go to your settings. This is the settings. Click on settings. You click on see all settings. See all settings. This is the general settings. So you just have to go down and check out for Smart Compose. Now this is Smart Compose right here. Once I click on writing suggestions off. Once I click on writing suggestions off, I will now click on save here. Save changes. Save changes here. It automatically removes Smart Compose from my account. So that means if I'm working on Gmail would not suggest what things I want to write. Next one we're talking about is how to set up your undo icon. Now we know that once you send an email, okay, let's go back to our job application email. Let's go back there. Now I want to send an email. Once I click on send, it's saying I can undo it right here, so I'll just click on undo. So all we just have to do is go back to our settings. We are already working on settings. All we just have to do is come back to our settings. Now look at undo send here. The cancellation period is 5 seconds. So that is to say I can only be able to unsend an email within 5 seconds. Now I want to increase it. All we have to do is click on these tiny arrows. Click on them. Once we click on them, we can be able to adjust the timing so it would look a little bigger. Now we'll click on 30 seconds. After clicking on 30 seconds, we come back here and click on save changes. We come back here and click on save changes. This save changes right here. So it simply means that once I send an email and I just remembered, oh, I didn't add something, or I added something unnecessary, all I have to do is that undo there will be on my screen for 30 seconds. So within 30 seconds, I can unsend that message and it will automatically be saved to my drafts. So the next thing we'll be talking about is how to schedule a mail. So I'm working with a client and I just remembered something. As a proactive virtual assistant, I remembered that, okay, my clients will be needing this, he or she will be needing that. However, I know that my clients will not be able to attend to my email the time I want to send it. So let's assume I woke up around 1 a.m. at midnight. My clients should be sleeping. I just remembered it. And I know that before morning, there's every possibility that I will forget that stuff. So what do? I will have to type the email, include my client's email address, and then schedule it just the way you schedule your post on social media. I can be able to schedule my email to my clients. So all we just have to do is go back to our job application. We are using this as an example. Now go back to my job application. So let's assume this is what I want to send to my clients. And I want to schedule it in such a way that in the morning my clients will be able to see it. All I just have to do is come to this send icon. Remember, if I want to send this email right here, I'll just click on send. Now if you come to this send icon, you would see a little arrow just beside this send. So I'll have to click on that little arrow and it will show me schedule send. So I have to click on schedule send for me to be able to schedule the text, for me to be able to schedule the email I want to send to my client. So it has given me a time and date. Now I want to work with something else. I want to choose my own time and date. I'll click on pick date and time. So I'll click on pick date and time. I want to send the email as early as 6:30 in the morning, so that once my client wakes up and is going through his or her email, he or she can be able to see what I have sent. So I would quickly go choose a date and I'll be choosing 1st April. Now here the time here is 6 p.m. So I will choose another time. I will change it to AM, 6 a.m. I will click on schedule send. And once I click on schedule send, it has automatically scheduled that message. So immediately it is 6 a.m. tomorrow, it will send to my clients. Now if you want to check out your scheduled messages or your scheduled emails, all you just need to do is click on scheduled here. Click on scheduled. We have just one schedule. Now this is the scheduled message. Now let's assume that, the reason why I am texting or I am sending an email to my clients is something I was able to sort out before that 6 a.m. and I want to cancel this email. I want to cancel the email so it doesn't send to my clients. I'll just have to click on it. Now I can click on cancel send. So once I click on cancel send, I have cancelled the message, so it will not send to my client again. I hope we are following. So the next thing we'll be looking at is how to change your text font. So let's assume I am not happy with this text font here. Let me enlarge it for us to see. Now I'll just have to bolden it, or I have been able to bolden that text. Now for me, it's still small, or let's say I am the type that has eye problems and I want to work on that text. So all I just have to do is click on this little icon. Now I highlighted just that attached. I can make it large and it will be bolder. Look at it. I can make it huge. Now look at it. So you can be able to change your text. You can change your text font for all your texts. However, I'm just using that attached as an example to portray my point. So that is how you can change while typing. Now let's say you just want to change it from your settings icon. You click on settings here. Click on settings. As usual, click on all settings, see all settings. We click on see all settings. Let me close this. Now we just have to go down a little. Now this is what I'm talking about right here. So I want it to be permanent. I'll just have to click here, click on large, high, or click on bold, and when I'm done, I would click on save changes. So once I click on save changes, it automatically gets saved to my email account. So once I am typing, I don't need to adjust my fonts or anything. All I just need to do is start typing. And once I fix it from this settings icon, it is permanent unless I come back here to change it. Now the next thing we'll be looking at is how to turn off conversation view. You know that when two persons or even more than two persons sends you the same email or the same email that has same wording, Gmail tends to group them into the same place. Like it tends to match them together. So we are going to turn off conversation view in such a way that these emails from these different people will be separated, so you can be able to attend to them one after the other. So we'll still click on our settings. We are already on our settings, so no need to go back and forth with the processes. We are already on our settings, so all we just have to do is come back to our settings here and look for conversation view. Now my conversation view is on, so all I just have to do is click on conversation view off and then still click on save changes, and it is automatically saved. So when two or more persons sends me an email that has almost the same wording or same attachment, all I just have to do is view them separately. Gmail will no longer group them as one message for me. I can be able to attend to them separately at my own convenience. Now the next thing we'll be talking about is signatures. Now you know that when you are writing like the normal form, you're writing a form or you're writing a document, at the end of it all you write your name, you sign and all of that. Now it applies also to Gmail. You can fix your signature. It will not be the normal signature you sign. It could just be your name, your phone number and your email address. So any email you're sending automatically carries that signature. Once you go to compose, you will automatically see that signature right there. So let's go to how to set up our signature. So we'll still go back to our settings. We're already on our settings, so we'll click on settings. For persons that must have left the settings view, you click on settings, click on all settings. Now on this general aspect, all we just need to do is come back here, come down here, just be patient. Now look at signature here. I don't have any signature. So for us to create a signature, I'll click on create new. I'll just click on create new here. Once I click on create new, now let's say I want the signature name to be my default signature. I'll just write default, or I could just write personal signature, anyone. So let's just go with default. Click on create. Now this is a space bar. Whatever I want to be my signature, it will be showing right here. Or I want to use my name, my occupation, and my phone number. All I just have to do is type in my name, my occupation. I'm a virtual assistant. And I'll type my phone number. Once I type my phone number, all I just need to do is come right here. I can also adjust this. I can just work on this, my signature. Now I can decide to bolden it. So let's highlight everything. Let's highlight my name. Now I can decide to bolden it. It is now bold. I can decide to italicize it. So you can just work on everything. So I'm just giving us as an illustration. You can decide to italicize it. The Uche has been italicized. You can decide to underline. It's just your choice. Whatever you want, you can just play around there. You can just play around it. Anything you desire, you do it. Now, when you're done setting up your signature, now you come to your icon right here. You just click on this area where you see no signature. You click on those tiny things there. Click on default. So whenever you're sending new emails, your default signature, which is this signature here, will be there. Now when you're trying to reply an email or even forward an email, default, my signature will be there. So anytime I send an email, people will know that, oh, this is coming from this person. Now you can also insert it here. We click on this icon and now click on save changes. So once I click on save changes, all my emails automatically has signatures in them. That is how to add your signature. So if you want to make any adjustment, you just come back to this place and fix whatever needs to be fixed. Just work with your choice. Work with whatever you think is good for you. The next thing we'll be looking at is how to add vacation responder. So let's say as a virtual assistant, I work from home and I want to take a trip. I want to take a trip away from work. So that means I will not be carrying my laptop or my working devices with me. All I just need to do is come back to my settings, still on general settings. All I need to do is this, come back right here. You see this vacation responder. It's already turned on here. But if you want to turn it off, when you're back, you can turn it off. Now, if you turn it on, the first day of my vacation is showing here. So let's say I have a date I'll be coming back. Let's say I'll be coming back on 2nd April. I'll click on this last day here. Now it's already suggesting April 7th. I will not stay till April 7th, so I just have to adjust the date right here. And then what will people see? I could just write currently unavailable. Anything you want to write, you just have to fix it right there. Currently unavailable. And once I'm done writing it, I'll click on save changes. So once I click on that save changes, anyone that's sending me an email, once you come to your email space, you would see that, okay, this person is not available to attend to any emails yet. The last thing we'll be talking about is labels. That's the last thing we'll be talking about, labels. Okay, before we talk about labels, since we are still on our settings, let's quickly talk about filters and blocked addresses. Now, filters and blocked addresses, when you are creating a new filters are simply ways of helping you organize your email. They are simply ways to help you organize your email. So when you set it up, emails from a particular sender depending on your choice, or emails from this day to this day are filtered in a particular place in such a way you can be able to attend to them when you have the time. So let's say we want to create a new filter. We'll click on create a new filter. Once we create a new filter, now it's giving us the option to choose the sender. Let's assume I'm working with a client and I want emails from my client to be filtered immediately it gets to my account. So I could just type in my client's email address here. Now once I type in my client's email address here, let's say I want to include emails that have attachments, that's pictures or videos or anything like that. I'll click on has attachment. Or let's say emails that have can you resume, I'll attach the words here. Or emails that have a particular subject. So let's say my client, when he's sending me an email, the subject will be kindly reply immediately. Now I could just type in kindly reply immediately as the subject. So once the email from my client gets to my account, Gmail will automatically filter it, that it doesn't get mixed up with other emails that I have. The last thing we'll be talking about is how to set up your labels. Labels helps you group your emails in an identifiable way. How do I mean? When you click on this more, now we want to create a new label. Click on create label. Okay, I want us to create a new label. Now, the label we'll be creating will help me classify emails from a particular sender, in the sense that anytime I want to attend to those emails, I can be able to attend to them. Now let's create a new label for this sender here. I'm subscribed to their newsletters and all of that. So let's say I want to create a new label for it. All I just have to do is either click on create new label, or click on this box here, the box right beside this. Now once I click on the box right beside this, I'll click on these three icons up here. Now you can see label as, so I'll just click on label as. Now it's saying create new, manage label. So I want to create a new label, so I'll just click on create new. Please enter a new label name. So whatever I want to name this label, I could just name it. So I could just name it work updates, work update, any one of my choice. So once I'm done, I'll click on create. So once I create, I have created a new label, and that conversation has been, so if you look at this area, now look at it. So if you look at this area, it's having a tag showing work, which is the new label we just created.
So lovelies, I hope you enjoyed the class today. You know the saying, practice makes perfect. So go ahead and start practicing everything that you've learned today. Don't forget to share your challenges or your worries with me in the comments section, and I'll be ever willing to attend to you. Just in case you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the bell icon so you can be notified immediately I upload a new video. And don't forget to like this video. I want to see what you've got your hands on doing. I love you and I hope to see you succeed.